I've been having a whole lot of fun with the Esee PR4 here lately. As you saw the other day, I did a post about the tri-stick, and that's the one that I carved with it. And today I've been doing just a whole lot of firecraft with it, so I figured I would do a quick post about that. These are some of the feathers that I was able to accomplish with it. And there was a recent video by Dan Wowak of Coal Cracker Bushcraft, and he explained feather sticks very well and how to achieve it. Definitely go over to his YouTube channel and check that out if you want to learn more about feather sticks. But I'll kind of give you all the short version of what I picked up on. And basically that was to plant the knife. I've seen this from a few other guys, but basically you just plant the knife, kind of limit that range of motion that it can take, and let's find a good sharp edge on the knife. Kind of drag your knife over the first few passes, don't actually cut, and then just barely cant your knife in so that it starts to cut. And you're going to get these real thin little Shirley Temple curly cues going. And that is going to bring us forward to our next step, and that's ferro rod technique, which I'm going to show here in just a few moments. So we'll just kind of speed this process up, and I'll show you all once this feather stick is finished, and then we'll light this sucker on fire. So just a brief intermission while I'm working on these curls. Another really important thing to do, if you're starting to get rounded edges, then that just basically means that you're not rotating the stick enough. So after every single little curl, there's a curl. Bring it back, turn it. There's a curl, that's a tiny one. That's gonna take a spark. Okay, curl, turn it. Curl, turn it again, just keep on going, just like that. And for real, this time, I will bring you all back when we put this thing on the stump and get ready to light it on fire. All right, so that's enough feathers just for this demonstration. I would go ahead and I would feather stick this a whole lot more if I was actually creating a fire, but let's go ahead, let's bring it back over to the stump. We're gonna clear out a few of these items. We'll move our tri-stick from the last post. That's my little wooden mallet. I'll probably have to replace this one pretty soon, but really like this one. So I'm gonna move that out of the way. I'm gonna move my pretty little feather stick, my picture-worthy Instagram feather stick. Oh yeah, we all do it. And let's grab our ferro rod. This is the Überleben Kraftig. This is the 5-inch, and we've got our knife, and this is all that we would need to be able to start a fire out in the wild. So instead of going straight to striking the feather stick that just flew across the stump, we're going to do something different. So we've all seen the magnesium rods with the striker and everything. We're basically going to use our ferro rod just the same, and we're going to slow scrape, just real hard but not fast. We're going to slow scrape our ferro rod, and little silver shavings are going to come off. And if you've never done this before, definitely try it. But I'm going to show you all what that does, and then we're going to move on to actually igniting the feather stick. So plant your knife, and then dig in. And you see how everything sparked right there. So that right there is different than just doing like that. So we're going to do that same concept, but we're going to put our feather stick over it. So right here, we're going to slow scrape. And we're actually going to push down towards where we're going to put our feather stick. And sometimes you'll do this and you'll kind of get ahead of yourself, and it will go ahead and spark, and it'll burn up all that ferrocerium that you've put down. But we'll try not to do that. I'm going to have to readjust the camera for this technique that I'm about to show you all, but we'll do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to try to find the best way to film this. So we've got our pile that we scraped off of our ferro rod right here. We're going to grab our knife, blade edge facing away from us. We're going to put our foot right here. Yep, and I'm checking this camera to make sure I'm not blocking everything. All right, we're gonna plant right there. Let's move just slightly. It's a little finicky doing it with the camera and trying to show everything. So we're gonna plant our hand into our foot, hold our feather stick down. We've got our feathers right here. We've got the scraped off ferrocerium under there as well. We're gonna dig the ferro rod in to the back of our knife and pull right there. Put our ferro rod away, put our knife away, and then from here, turn that feather stick. Let that baby climb, then add our kindling on or whatever we would do. And that's my approach to doing feather sticks.